Wood beams can add drama and appeal to any architectural style. Today we're going to demonstrate how faux or fake beams can easily be installed with just a minimal amount of tools, effort, or skill. The faux beams can be installed just by two people because they're made of a lightweight material of polyurethane. But before we start the install, perhaps this would be a good time to comment on the overall project of faux beams for your house. Before you order the beams, you should consider what aesthetic effect you're trying to achieve in your house. The higher the ceiling, the larger you will probably want to size the beams. Here we have a 10-foot ceiling height in the dining room, and we're installing 6 by 8-inch beams. In the great room, where we have a 21-foot ceiling height, we're going to install 8 by 10-inch beams. Spacing the beams is the biggest consideration when planning how many beams you will need and how they will be installed. You must examine your ceiling for obstacles that will dictate or limit where you can install the beams. Almost all ceilings will have some type of obstacle: vents, light fixtures, pipes, or any number of structural features that must be considered. This house has a large air return vent that will dictate the spacing for our beams, since we cannot move the outlet, nor do we want to have the beam overlaying the vent. So, we have taken the measurement of this vent and we use that as our guide across the ceiling. We also have several other obstacles where we might have to slightly adjust our spacing, but moving a beam several inches will not adversely affect the aesthetic appeal. So here we are. Our unfinished beams have arrived. We've stained them, which is a really easy process to do, and now we're ready to install. First, we measure the distance and 4 anchoring blocks will be placed. Next, we will pre-cut these blocks with a bevel edge to accommodate the shape inside the beams. We lay out the beam placement from our pre-planned design. Then we snap a chalk line or use a laser level as our guide. We space the anchor blocks every 3 to 4 feet depending on the size of the beams. Next, we drill starter holes in the blocks to prevent the wood from splitting. If we're intending to screw the blocks to the ceiling joist, we use 4-inch deck screws, or you can simply nail the blocks. Sometimes you'll have to attach the blocks directly to the sheetrock if there's no ceiling joist where you want to place the beam. We snugly tie in the 3/16 by 4-inch toggle bolts. This method will be okay since the polyurethane beams are so lightweight. Here's a tip. We indicate with masking tape the location of the blocks so we can easily locate them when we are attaching the beams to the blocks. We are now ready to measure and cut the beams. The polyurethane is so pliable that any fine-tooth saw will work. Light sanding will help for a snug fit. Place the beams over the anchor blocks and nail 2 or 3-inch finishing nails into the blocks, 2 nails per side. You can also use wood screws. Countersink the screw heads and fill the holes and any gaps with painter's caulk stained to match the beams. For added security, you can use construction glue along the top edges of the beam. And here we have it. With just a small investment in time, money, and effort, we have easily enhanced the aesthetic value and appeal of this room.